Avebury Henge. Avebury Henge and the stone circles are in the heart of Wiltshire and have the greatest number of stones in Britain. Even though many of the original stones were removed, their energetic purpose still remains as the etheric standing stones that complete the geomantic purpose of this sacred site's intended function. The stones left standing are in different shapes and massive in size, megaliths that are about 9 to 20 feet tall, guarded by an earth dragon being. This area is an extremely ancient sacred site of immense power that is an important herogamic architecture designed by the Elohim, Blue-ray mother lineages, to awaken the Albion light body worldwide. It functions similar to a cosmic umbilicus transmission point for the cosmic monad of the Holy Father in his emerald ray Arthurian Christos Sophia consciousness in order to awaken themselves as the crowned king and queen through the Albion light body. Recently, with the reclamation of the Gaian matrix, the Christos Infinity Suns in the 8D portal are preparing the east-west ley lines to open the floodgates of the solar logos rainbow rays that further prepare for the Emerald Order DNA template. This activation of the Emerald Order template in Avebury, umbilicus, is directly connected to the reclamation of the Mother Sophianic consciousness in her triple solar goddess aspect, the counterpart of King Arthur, who awakens to reclaim her parts that have been stolen and cloned, and to transfigure the lunar forces in which she has been bound. This sacred site is the record throughout all time of their sacred marriage and herogamic union. This sacred site is the connection point made with the universal Kundalini Taurus dragon lines, moving east and west on the planet, which connect directly with the solar logos, bringing vertical line connection to one of the 4 royal stars, Aldebaran, the guardian star of the East ruled by Michael. Hence, the Avebury Henge is an ancient sundial that functions energetically like a giant cosmic clock to reset the timelines in the planetary grid network. Its cosmic clock function is the master time clock, which holds access to the memories in the organic timelines recorded in human history, going back to Hyperborea, which links back into the metagalactic core. The cosmic trinity of the solar rishi are completing their trinity wave braiding shield in this area to create a connection into the Avebury Henge to bring forth the Heavenly Father and Heavenly Mother archetypal forces to unite with us all, nourishing and supporting the cosmic son and daughter. The children of the sun rise beyond the tyranny of darkness under the divine kingship and guidance of the new aeonic pair, Christos Sophia, which is crowned through Uranus and represented through the Arthurian herogamic union, generating perfect energetic balance between the masculine and feminine principle on the earth, signifying the second coming of Christ. The Sirius and Canopus relationship with Avebury Henge are the DNA spiral transmissions of the gold and silver braided energy of the unified masculine and feminine, which are designed to run this braided silver gold current into the Michael Mary lines in order to generate crystal heart twinning and lunar transfiguration. These silver and gold braided energies are streaming into the sacred site, playing the Musica Universalis, which connects to King Arthur's harp from Lyra, to bring the Michael Mary lines into wholeness and resonance with this music. Glastonbury. Avebury has a lesser complement that is the heart center reflection of Christo's sacred marriage that is located in Glastonbury. But this area remains blocked with an inordinate amount of extremely low astral frequencies from New Age hijack that make communing with these higher frequencies very challenging. Glastonbury became a feeding ground for parasitic energies when it became famous, in that the astral parasites found an incredible bounty in the mass confusion that is generated in Glastonbury, purposely diminishing its ancient power as a sacred site through the tourism trap. Thus, Glastonbury is popular in the New Age community and is known for the legends connected to King Arthur, as this area is widely rumored to be his burial mound. This area was deeply enmeshed in the Essene teachings of Christ, practiced in the ancient times by the Celtic population, before the Church of Rome snuffed it out, and since then has been primed for spreading confusion and misdirection by Antichrist forces. Glastonbury has been relegated as the repository of collective consciousness dream sequences from the astral plane that were placed as artificial holographic images and false light clones, as they have been directed through popular books, movies, and other mediums that are actually found here animated within an astral, virtual reality. Thus, the deep imagination and stories of the Arthurian dramas live on here, but they are mostly twisted to fit the eyes of the beholder and what he wishes to see in the reflection of the astral mirrors of delusion. What we wish it to be and what it actually is are vastly different things. Glastonbury is a good case study for astral mirages generated by the collective consciousness that were enamored by what Arthur represents. Tintagel and Ursa Major. Tintagel is a small town on the western edge of Cornwall in a prominent space, as this region is close to an important gateway system that operates as a main hub for operating all of the Trinity gates. Many people that need safe passage when they drop their body at this time are taken through Trinity gates through the Aqua portal if they are not able to sustain higher frequencies. The Tintagel landscape is gridded into the constellation Ursa Major with direct links into the Polarian Gate. The Polarian Gate is connected to the larger Ascension hosting network that opens into the passageway from the Milky Way to Andromeda, where the Ascension Earth is located in the Aquial matrix. The literal interpretation of King Arthur being conceived and birthed at Tintagel by some is actually pointing to the spiritual means through which the solar logos is birthed on the earth when coming from the stars. Tintagel holds the celestial frequency of this energizing solar star stream that is connected to the solar rishi and Arthurian Christ, rather than Tintagel being the place of conception and the literal birth of his physical being. King Arthur represents the solar logos or Christic consciousness aspect that can be connected to through this archetype on the earth. The birthplace of Arthur represents the birth of the golden Christ child, where the solar angelic presence can be communed with by the sensitive spiritual seeker. That solar presence can be intentionally directed to animate and energize the awakening within and that of the Albion body. Through the solar star streams that contain the instruction set for the 11th chakra Buddhic body, Tintagel also represents the dark universal mother principle that has its destiny to eventually spiritually progress from out of its lunar forms in order to be transmogrified through the solar light fire of the Holy Father principle. Thus, Tintagel holds an important piece in the land for lunar form transfiguration, the herogamic path of cracking open the Buddhic egg, in which King Arthur is its natural gatekeeper.